did that really just happen? 84 consecutive weeks at number one? No breaks, no exceptions, no challengers even close. For nearly 2 years, BTS's Jin has been standing at the very top of the My One Pick K-pop individual chart, as if the universe itself just can't get enough of him. When people talk about popularity, they often mean numbers, votes, streams, followers. But with Jin, it's something else. It's not just data on a screen, it's devotion, it's heartbeats synced to his name. In the first week of October, he pulled in 9,121,780 hearts. That's not a typo. Almost 10 million fans clicked, voted, and loved, all within just 1 week. Each heart a tiny whisper saying, "We're still here, Jin." And he's been hearing that whisper for 84 weeks straight, from February last year all the way to this October. 84 times, fans have proven that his connection with them isn't just strong, it's unbreakable. And it doesn't stop there. He's topped monthly rankings for 21 consecutive months and the K-pop solo chart for 17 months in a row. Even when he was away, even when others came and went, Jin's name stayed glowing at the top. Why? Because Jin isn't just an artist. He's a feeling. He's that calm voice that tells you everything's going to be okay. He's that quiet confidence that doesn't need to shout. It just radiates. Now imagine this. While his records are setting fire to charts worldwide, Jin's warmth is lighting up hearts in real life too. During Korea's biggest holiday, Chuseok, when families come together to share food and gratitude, Jin's fans, under the name Genie Pantry, decided to celebrate the holiday not with luxury, but with love. They went to Namsunwon, a childcare facility in Seoul, home to children who grow up without parents. And they brought gifts, not random things, but meaningful ones. They filled boxes with Otogi Jin ramen, Dongwon Tuna Jin edition, Richam, and eco-friendly bags, all from brands Jin represents. Because to them, Jin isn't just a model on a billboard. He's a reminder that kindness is something you live, not just talk about. And the best part? It wasn't just Korean fans. Fans from Japan joined too, crossing borders, languages, and even time zones to help make sure every child felt loved that day. Genie Pantry shared something so beautiful. Open quote, "We hope that small acts of kindness can come together to create a warm day for the children." Close quote. Can you imagine that? Thousands of people, united not by profit, not by fame, but by kindness inspired by one person. That's Jin's real legacy. And if you think this is just about fan projects, think again. Jin himself leads by example. He's donated 100 million won to the Seoul Asan Medical Center for Children's Hospitals, another 100 million won to Korea University Medical Center to help treat patients with incurable diseases, and even took time to volunteer for wildfire victims earlier this year. When he gives, it's never about headlines, it's about heartlines, those invisible threads connecting him to the people who need warmth the most. And now, while all this is happening, Jin is also preparing something monumental. The Run Sok Jin Tour Encore, set to take place at Incheon Moonhak Stadium from October 31st to November 1st. The main stadium, tens of thousands of fans. The final chapter of a tour that broke records. 18 shows in 9 cities, every single one sold out. It was the highest grossing tour by an Asian solo artist in Billboard's history. But what makes it special isn't just the numbers. It's what happens in those moments between the songs. The tears, the smiles, the way he reaches out his hand as if to say, "You're part of this story too." Fans call it Run Sok Jin, but it's not just a tour name, it's a promise. A promise that no matter how far he runs, he's never running away from them. He's running with them. And maybe that's why his fans keep showing up, not just to concerts, but to life. When Jin smiles, they give back smiles. When Jin donates, they share kindness. When Jin sings, they find comfort. This isn't just fandom. It's a mirror, reflecting his love back into the world, multiplied millions of times. So as the lights go down in Incheon and the first note of that encore begins, remember, you're not just witnessing an artist's success. You're witnessing a human being whose love created a movement. 84 weeks on top, 21 months undefeated. But more than that, a lifetime spent proving that true greatness isn't measured in trophies. It's measured in how many hearts you touch along the way. Because sometimes, the most powerful thing in the world isn't fame. It's kindness that never stops shining. Jin, the heart that leads, the light that never fades.